It's hard for me to think that they could be this bad back-to-back years, though there are people that are around the Carolina program a lot more than I am that were saying Saturday night in the press box that this team was going to be awful, that they wouldn't win any more than 4 games next year. They even said, I heard one guy say in the press box that North Carolina would be hard pressed to even beat a UConn team in 2026. And UConn just lost Jim Mora, their head coach, to go to Colorado State. So they're going to be absolutely swept, from players and coaches all the way through. The culture is leaving stores and is headed out to Colorado State. But I don't think you could be any worse. Could you really be that much worse, Brew?
No, they got to get that fixed before they can take any huge team steps forward.
I agree with you, Brew. I thought they made a lot of progress on defense throughout the season. They settled in with who they wanted to play with, and their front's stout now. They're stout inside. The edge guys have a chance to get pressure. The linebacker House is a decent player. The corner that was out and the safety that was out for a little bit of injury time. I thought they made a lot of progress on defense throughout the season, but it goes back. You can't, this day and time, you cannot average 19 points a game and expect to win more than 4 games. And from what I've heard already is that the North Carolina schedule next year is quite a bit more difficult than the one that they played this year, in 2025. I don't know what it is, but I heard that from somewhere along the lines here recently.
Well, Jim, let's look at that schedule, and we're going to talk about the coaching carousel before we get out of here. But just looking at that Carolina schedule next year, they open in Dublin against TCU. TCU kicked their butt in Chapel Hill this year. Maybe they're not going to kick their butt next year when they play in Europe. Then they have East Tennessee State, UConn, and Notre Dame in their 4 non-conference games to start the year. They play at Clemson, at Duke, Louisville at home, Miami at home, NC State at home, Syracuse at home, and they're at Pitt and at Virginia next year. So maybe it's a little bit different, but you never know. And who the hell knows who's going to be good? We talked about it when we were talking about the ACC championship game this week. I mean, nobody on the planet, not even Manny Diaz or Tony Elliott, would have predicted that Virginia and Duke would be playing for the ACC championship. So can you really know at all who's going to be worth a damn?
I mean, for years and years, you're going to have Clemson, you're going to have the regular teams that normally play for championships, and it just, like I said, I think it's great for the conference and the league. I think they're in a good place. And hey, as long as you go get your quarterback, you'll be fine.